How's it going? Welcome. This is Coach Nelly with some Phyrexia All Will Be One limited content. We've got a draft deck that, if we take a look over here, hopefully we can see. Hopefully we can see. Hopefully we can see. Oh, Arena. Oh, Arena. Let's restart you. Okay, so we've got a draft deck that we drafted during the... At time of recording, the FamJam was yesterday, and I started off drafting a mono green deck. Went 3-3. Not sure about my mono green deck. My mono blue deck, haven't branched into two colors yet. Huh? Huh? Ah! Okay. Okay, great. Nelly versus recording. So my mono blue deck managed to get to 6 wins while we were on camera with 2 losses. I thought I'd play the last game, whether we win or lose, for the YouTube audience. So thank you for your patience as it took a minute to get started here. Not entirely sure why OBS and Arena wanted to fight the way that they did. So we have the option of a Black Splash, with some pretty good cards. 3 Anoint with Afflict and a Voidwing Hybrid. I don't know if there's room for Bone Picker Scourge or Feed the Infection. Those are considerations. I don't think this deck wants either of these ground creatures. There's also a second prologue to Phyrexia, which is honestly a consideration. I do think it's worse than the Augury, but I could see cutting a Malkader's Watcher for it. This deck really runs on 3 Trawler Drakes. That's the kind of the core of it. And then, I don't know, we've got 2 Watchful Blister Zoa, a little bit of interaction and 2 Mesmerizing Dose and Reject Imperfection. But just hoping to get ahead with the Trawler Drakes. I'm sure the Anointed Afflictions would fit in well to that plan, but we played the first 8 games mono blue. Let's just ride it out. It's mostly worked in the past. Let's not mess with it. Okay, we're up against Blue King, and we're currently only in silver rank right now. Haven't played a ton of limited until just now. Sounds pretty bad. Let's keep it. Okay. I'm nervous. 1-drops are good. This isn't the best mana dork ever, obviously, but it is a 1/2 for 1, which in this format would possibly be playable. Like, you know, at least there's got to be at least one color where I think like blue would maybe consider just playing a 1/2 for 1 with no abilities. So they're going to ramp into a 4, and we're just going to have to Augury. That's the only thing we can do about it. We do have removal for their next 2 plays, so that's something. The other thing that's you can do with this, I guess, like to redeem the Rustvine Cultivator, because obviously not the greatest mana dork, if you can just get it proliferated quickly. Or, you know, the oil counters, there's a couple of cards that kind of move your oil counters around. So if you get just like the red furnace that keeps moving oil counters, that can be good. Okay, it's Lattice Blade Mantis. The most vanilla of 4-drops. Okay, we already have 4 lands total. So we can get a 5-mana flyer or a 6-mana flyer here. Yeah, I guess this one. The choice between casting one of the Mesmerizing Doses or just activating the Spell Bomb is, it's based on lack of knowledge. We don't know if the opponent has another 4-drop to play or not. Maybe they won't. They didn't. They just played this 3-drop, which is, like, solid still, but doesn't attack for as much by itself, does it? Alright, now things are a little trickier. I think for our last hard removal, we should wait. The problem with Mesmerizing Dose on an Ichorplate Golem or creatures whose main value is their static ability is obviously doesn't turn off static abilities. So let's just cycle away this Spell Bomb, slow our opponent down a bit. This thing might attack us for 2 next turn when they replay it. Okay, that's something. Hopefully we'll get this down before either of these proliferate abilities. But the fish, at least, the fisher, the drake here, threatens to hold down both of these attackers, so that's nice. There's probably a pump spell in here that'll have something to say about that, but it's okay. Playing both these artifacts I don't hate either. It's just that we have 3 Trawler Drakes in our deck. Do we need a 6th land? Not yet, really. I don't know that 6 helps us a ton. So saving your casts of your Skull Bombs matters a little bit for the Trawler Drakes. Got that going for us. Okay. Yeah, there's not much that Mesmerizing Dose can do about that. Did I get a poison counter too? Oof. The bite. It's infectious. Okay. Ooh, a Thrun as well. Awkward. Non-green spells. Non-green spells. Abilities from non-green sources. I was so excited to read non-green spells. We have just no idea what we're doing about Thrun, hey? It's too bad. But also pretty typical. Nobody has really ever known what they're doing about Thrun. I think I am just going to cast this so that if we rip another land, we'll have the option to go 3-drop removal, 3-drop removal. Thrun, Thrun, Thrun. I don't have a good block for you in my deck. You are a thing that kills people in draft. I am a person. I can make a 6/6 Trawler Drake, theoretically. Maybe I was just supposed to tap this thing and upkeep? Yeah, probably, hey? Awkward. You tap this thing and upkeep, and then you take 2 damage, and, like, you, what else do you do? You take 2 damage, and then they also top deck a land. That's the only thing I have against that play. Okay, so if I have 2 islands on top of my deck, does that change the decision to play Prologue to Phyrexia right away or not? Because it is a 2/2 on the block suddenly, in case Rustvine Collector gets jiggy. But if I have 2 lands, then would I do anything with 7 mana that's different from doing things with 5? Or 6? No. 6 is where I top out for value next turn. As far as I can tell. I don't love that. If only this was one of the proliferate ones, hey? Yep. It's too bad. I'm not sure if we can come back from that. I guess if we top deck another Trawler Drake right now, there's a chance. This is just still taking 2 turns to make mana, hey? Maybe I've underestimated this thing, because it's really good when your opponent can't kill it and you're mana screwed. That's a pretty outside. Now we're going back to being it's just good in this format. Ugh. Wish I was countering that. Actually, it doesn't really do anything, because I'm just dead to damage. It doesn't have power. Okay. Does have trample, too? Yeah, of course. And they have a 1-drop creature. Now, this 1-drop is just fantastic. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I missed my land. Okay, so we can freeze that or bounce it. So that's good news. I guess... I think I want to freeze it, tap this, chump this, go to 1, chump with Hummingbird. Is that my life right now? Do I have a better line than that? Say I draw a land, and I sacrifice the Skull Bomb, bounce the Golem. Play the land. No, I still... Oh, I can immobilize the Rust Vine. And then next turn... I just don't have a way to play 6 mana worth of stuff. Yeah, I don't see a way out of this game, team. I'm sorry. This is 3 mana. I think I'd rather do this one. Bounce this one, immobilize this one. Does it have trample as well? No. It's just big. Okay, that's a better Chump Walker. At least. Oh, why does Thrun have to have trample as well? You know what's sad about Thrun is they probably won't even... It probably won't even see much play in Constructed. It didn't last time. It's just like kind of a cute commander and absolutely miserable in draft. And doesn't do much else. Run! That's okay though. There's a cool like flavor win here of Thrun crushing the mono blue you know, Serum Observer deck. Also, going 6-3 on my second draft with mono blue, I'm not ashamed. Good game. Okay, and there you have it. Thanks so much for watching my LB1 gameplay, and I look forward to seeing you on Twitch. Check out the Twitch channel if you want. If you haven't dongled the boggle, like, share, subscribe, everybody. Okay, thanks, bye. See you next time.